Niners! Smooth. It's ready to talk some 49er football, man. Let's go. Fam, Friday night, and we're talking 49ers. You know, I got to tell you right now, fam, you got to keep calm. You got to keep calm. But the San Francisco defense, the triplets, the D defense, the triplets have been ranked number 4. Explain more about that if you didn't already know. 49ers going from worst to first in NFL 2025 season is the anticipation of many. Except, of course, the poor Rams fans who got overwhelmed and steamrolled by a lot of prognosticators. As a few weeks ago, they were talking about, oh, you guys got an exodus of people leaving. You're going right to the basement. Well, y'all some goofy dudes, man. You know it don't work like that. One thing, fam, though, that recent history will confirm is that the Niners do rebound very well from disaster seasons such as 2024 indeed was. Interestingly enough, the reason for the poorest season performances were all mainly due for the same reasoning: missing personnel. You see, when the 49ers get beat up, it's either them beating themselves up or nobody was home. That's pretty much it, Rams fans. So if everybody's home, you guys may as well not even knock at the door. Stay out of the yard. We got a bad dog out there. You guys it's just over, man. And anybody else that thinks he's going to beat up on the 49ers as they did last year, the party's over. Unless, of course, we wind up with everybody on the IR. The spotlight is again on San Francisco this year, with most of the league prognosticators giving them the nod to return to a competitive level during the 2025 season. So to the phones we go to brag, to talk about more of the reasoning why the Niners, as in past bad years during the Lynch Shanahan era, are immediately predicted to go from worst to first. Rams, I'm glad you're in here annoying us. You see, I want you to hear this. You jerks. Oh, fam. Also, and Steven, this is especially for you. Who's the Niners' biggest offseason loss? You know, it's CBS Sports thinks it's Deebo Samuel. As a key player, San Francisco will indeed miss the most. I still got a lot of feeling for Deebo. I don't have anything to offer against that, but I'd like to hear what you're thinking about us missing Deebo Samuel. Are we going to be all right? Are there others? We're going to change style anyway. What do you think? But first, San Francisco 49ers, NFC West 2024 record, 6-11. Miserable. Odds of winning division, 35.8% in 2025. This is first in the division. Odds of making playoffs, 62.4%. Third in the entire NFC. The 49ers have by far the best odds to go from worst to first for 3 main reasons. Schedule. Clearly schedule. I mean, you water that schedule down, and the Niners are probably going to be competitive with just about anybody, but if you water the schedule down, now the 49ers are playing warm-up most of the time. Health, which should actually be number 1. Health. Because healthy, it doesn't matter what the team is and how good they are. The 49ers are going to kick your ass. The only person that has had his way with the 49ers is going to be Patrick Mahomes, and I think his time may be up. And they weren't really, and by the way, the 49ers weren't really that bad last season. The Niners finished the 2024 season ranked 9th in FPI, DVOA, defensive adjusted value over average. Ratings at FTN didn't have the 49ers quite that high, but they were still 14th despite that losing record. Now, their DVO of 6.7% was easily the best ever by an 11-loss team, going all the way back. This goes all the way back to 1978. So what we were looking at was a lot of, you got to have playmakers. Your best playmakers have to be in certain positions in certain games. We lost a lot of games unnecessarily. It's just the way it is in any sport. Actually, the Niners will return a number of key players from injuries this season, including, uh, Mama, there goes that man again. Who am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about Christian McCaffrey. Brandon Ayuk, there's no promise about Brandon Ayuk. And even if he does come back, what's he going to look like? Can he still be that BA we know and love from before? That remains to be seen. And one of the best left tackles to ever play the game. Trent Williams is running around looking lean and mean. I saw him laughing and cutting up with the guys in a clip the other day. Yeah. I said, John, you've had a lot of things go wrong this last year with that disaster in your family, the coming in too late in the season, way overweight, your ankles. Well, it looks like he's got some of that behind him now. The Lions defense dominated headlines because of their injuries in 2024. Poor Lions. Even I was feeling for them. Don Burr, he's been waiting so long for the Lions to finally stop breaking his heart. I mean, Detroit is just a place where if you're a fan, there's not a lot to get excited about. Has anybody heard anything about, do you ever hear anything about the Detroit Tigers? Now, the Pistons did well this last year. They made an impression on the NBA. And then there's the Lions, your last hope. And what happened to them? They entered a serious number of people to the IR, including one of the best edge rushers in the game. I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, they lost some guys. They lost the wrong guys. Now they've lost coordinators who were key in probably the development of that team. So Don Burr, get plenty of tissue, stock up on that. You're going to be doing a lot of crying this year. You can still come in here. We enjoy you. You're kind of funny. No, you're not kind of funny. You're really funny. Detroit versus everybody. And, of course, you know what happened in that match. Everybody won, Don. That's unnecessary, Ronbo. Stop it. But the Niners led the NFL in adjusted loss to injury. And that's a clear indicator for expected improvement in 2025. Finally, the Niners have the easiest projected schedule in the league, which is why FPI favors them to win the NFC West over the Scams, who are rated higher, actually, overall. Yeah, the Rams are rated higher. Yeah. FPI, by the way, if you didn't know, FPI is that Football Power Index, which is a measure of team strength. That is meant to be the best predictor of a team's performance going forward for the rest of the season. Fam, more reasons, though, to expect the Niners to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. This year, and I talked about the offense. The offense is the offense, but just the Niners triplets are the same ones that had when they participated in the Super Bowl just a couple of years ago. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and George Kittle. One of the things I do enjoy mostly about this, though, Brock Purdy's matured. And by the way, I ain't going to say anything about it yet. I'll wait. Brock Purdy is looking very, very special in camp right now. Yeah. Somebody used the term dimes. He looks stronger. This could have an effect on him. He should be more confident. Remember it was said years ago that it takes 2 to 3 seasons to actually get Kyle Shanahan's offense fully digested and actually be able to seriously function in it? Okay. That's all I'm going to say. And this group is the NFL's 7th best offensive trio, according to Sports Illustrated. Matt Verdane writes, in San Francisco, can stay healthy, expect the offense to return to top-end form. Purdy has a new contract and is hoping to bounce back from a relatively down year, going for 3,864 passing yards and 20 touchdowns in 15 games. Passing for 4,000 yards and having a down year. You see, Brock Purdy gets a lot of flack for reasons I don't really quite understand, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that didn't throw near 4,000 yards. But Brock gets more flack than any of them as well. So I think the monkey's going to have to be climbing off his back this year. We'll see. McCaffrey's also trying to rebound after playing in just 4 games, while Kittle's coming off a fantastic year of 1,106 yards and that's 8 touchdowns. That is candy sweet, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Fam, don't eat it up too hard, though. The Niners' big red and gold machine heavily depends on the offensive spark plug, namely CMC. Without McCaffrey at his best, this trio could actually struggle, as we witnessed last year. Shanahan's got to do what's necessary. People have been yelling and screaming the same thing at Kyle Shanahan ever since McCaffrey got here. To keep CMC on the field all day long is a fabulously bad mistake. You can't do it, Kyle. You just can't do it. He's not 23 years old anymore. He's getting off some terrible injuries. You need to pace him. I don't care about what he says. You're in charge. You limit him. If he goes over 20 snaps a game, you need your ass kicked. That's all there is to it. You want to put him out there in routes, okay. But you're not going to run him off the tackles all day long, Kyle. Somebody's going to call and tell you about that. That's just not going to work. Kill had a great season individually last year, but Brock P., his efficiency took a major dip without McCaffrey on the field. Again, the McCaffrey factor is what the 49ers are. McCaffrey exactly the driving force who makes everyone else better. Why? Because defensive coordinators don't know what the hell to do. They're watching McCaffrey. They're instructing their troops. We're going to double team him. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to shift this way. We're going to have this. They've got teams take all kinds of measures to do something with Christian McCaffrey, or the 49ers are going to kill you. They're going to do it. Because now everybody on the team is now lethal. So, if he has another Hall of Fame caliber season, expect to be watching Niners in the playoffs. That's the bottom line. You know what's even better news, though, fam? The 49ers are the fourth, not seventh rated offense, right? Fourth rated defense already unwatched. Why? Because the defensive triplets here. To the NFL, according to Sports Illustrated, Gilberto Manzano. Gilberto defines defensive triplets as a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a defensive back. He says, quote, the Niners lost plenty of defensive talent, but the production shouldn't drastically fall off with Bosa and Warner still on the roster. And if you keep an eye on what the 49ers have been doing to build around these people, Lenore isn't a household name like as the other guys. But the Niners think highly of him. And they letting many starters go and opting to keep him with a 5-year, $92 million contract. I don't know why they just go ahead and give him $100 million. And Charles, I know this is making you crazy. Demo is for the time being Niners' true number one cornerback. Now keep an eye on Ronaldo Green. Jair is brown. Ronaldo's green. I kind of keep his teams from that way. Mooney Ward was the number one corner, and Demo was his Robin. Now, unfortunately, Mooney is rolling with the Colts, and Demo, who inherited the role of Batman, is just entering his prime. Mrs. Lenore's baby boy, Demo, turns 26 in October. That boy is just a child. He's ready to go. He should be. Demo said, this is that time. Oh, man, keep an eye on Demo. Meanwhile, Bosa and Warner are in the middle of their primes and are two of the best players in the game at their respective positions. Everybody knows their names. Everybody knows who Nick Bosa is all around the NFL community, probably the football community in general. And who doesn't know who Fred Warner is? Ask Nick. Man, Nick Martin, that is. Who probably had Fred jerseys and everything else before he... I mean, can you imagine Nick Martin's face? 49ers select Nick Martin. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, my God. Somebody help me. I can't breathe. Nick, get in here, man. You're a 49er. You got a lot to live up to, too. You got to keep up with your mentor, your idol. Come on, Nick. Look for one to end up with Will. Man, you know what? You can look for one to end up with Willis and Canton at the future because dude ain't even done yet. And I'm not talking about OTAs because I'm trying, fam, to stay calm until the next phase. I've already heard about DeMarcus Robinson and Brock Purdy out there holding daily clinics. I'm trying to leave that alone because, every year, so everything they write about the OTAs, but man, also, Brock, he doesn't stop talking about Jordan Watkins, a 4th-round pick out of Mississippi. Ooh. Fam, see, these are the things that, you can touch upon that if you want to. I'll just listen. I'm not getting excited about OTAs yet. I'm not going to do it. And CMC out there making the defense look helpless, but gotta stay calm. Stay calm. Your thoughts, fam? I come to the phone. I can't wait to get the season. We got a few more weeks to go. I can't even wait till the preseason games. I wanna see. No Ronnie Bell out there to piss me off. You know, I gotta tell you something. I might miss Debo a little bit. You know, dude used to make me laugh when he's beating people up out there. I can't get my phones right. Debo. Give him that ball midfield. And I know he didn't run no routes or anything like that, but when you give the ball, get the hell up out the way is the name of the game there. Hey, Smooth. Woo, woo, woo. Come on in, Smooth.
Aaliyah, close my door, please. Aaliyah, close my door, please.
So
Thank you.
Smooth.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Man, I'm telling you right now. 7th grade in offense already. They ain't seen nobody do a damn thing yet. They got the FBI on there. Also, the defense is already rated number 4, Smooth. Remember we were saying that defense is easy number 5? If they're going to start off already prognosticated number 4, when are they going to be in a few weeks? Or should I say a couple of months?
Hey, I told you, our defense is going to be top 3 or higher. And, oh, yeah. You remember we were talking about cancer in the locker room? We don't need that.
Yeah.
Man, we have a cancer on the rise, bro. We got to get rid of them, bro. I hate to say it, we got to get rid of them, man.
You're talking about BA, are you?
Yeah, I'm talking exactly about Brandon Ayuk.
Man, I don't know. Hey, Cynthia, I don't know what's wrong with him. I haven't read. What did he say?
I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong automatically. I know what's wrong, bro. I want to be wrong about this, but I'm 100%.
Share with us. I want to know.
Look. I'm listening to all podcasts that follow 49ers that be in the 49ers meetings and everything at the interviews. All they talking about is Jordan Watkins. He's another IU. He's faster than IU. He's bigger than IU. He's running routes like IU or even better. That's all he. Don't. And
Brock Purdy's talking about him. Brock Purdy's talking about him as well. Loving him.
All I'm talking about. Nobody's talking about IU. Everybody's talking about how good the receivers are. Nobody's talking about IU. Ever since he got that contract, so now IU is coming out. Nobody's talking about him. He can't take that. So he wants to stir up some dirt. Bruh, you got to go, bruh. You have to go. Once he get healthy, trade his ass off to the Commanders with Debo. I understand Debo was a cancer, but trade him off. Debo smart. He saw the writing on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine his
needs to go over. He needs to go there with Adam Peters, and right now they're having problems with their starting wide receiver over there. They're do a contract. Let him come to the Niners. But yeah, man, IU, I'm done with him, bro. You got the money now. What else? Damn, you still bitching, bro? You got to go, bro. That's why I didn't want Tyreek Hill. The same thing. Now we don't want that.
Agreed.
Everybody's under contract. Is no beef. It's no drama. Everybody's in contract. Everybody's in camp signing. The rookies are ahead of their schedule and everything in the playbook. Bruh, all we got focused now is finish the training camp, go on that one month layoff, get back, get ready for the first preseason game, and ball out and head and get. Only thing we got going, of course, is the Super Bowl. That's all we're looking for. We ain't looking for the playoffs. We've been to the playoffs. Championship, we've been to championship. We've been to Super Bowl, but now we got to get to that motherfucker and kick it in and take it. Whoever's there in the AFC, I don't care if it's the Ravens, KC, whoever, Bills, whoever, bro. We got an easy schedule. We should just breeze on through this. But like I said, it's the NFL. You can't take no team lightly, and we're not going to take no team lightly.
No.
And so, Brandon Ayuk, bro, if you ain't on board, you ain't got Super Bowl champion, man, you got to go, bro. I don't give a damn.
I mean,
if anybody disagree with me, shame on you.
No, you know what? There's a lot of people. I'm just wondering what kind of mentality. You're worried about somebody being a rookie, PA, and you're in there crying about and whining about y'all gonna disrespect me and mama. Shut up! Get your ass
He's
on the field.
He's not a leader. Take that damn C off his jersey. He's not a leader.
Ooh,
all the leaders
weak.
in here, they got rookies playing in the same position. They're taking them under their wings and showing them the ropes so everybody can be on the same accord. But IU, no. You could be in there, okay. You may be back around October or something. Okay, fine. You got ACL and some other tissue tear going on with your knee. Okay, but You can still be in there instead of being home moping and bitching.
talking.
You can be in there teaching the rookies, teaching them.
That ain't gonna
Just
happen.
like you did.
He's
you,
intimidated.
You did it to your boy Ricky Pearsall because y'all went to Arizona together. But come on, man, this is a team sport, bro. Them ain't your brothers in that locker room, man. It ain't your young brothers coming out of college trying to make a name for themselves. You can't get in there and help them and show them.
Yes.
You can sit in the meeting rooms, bro. You can sit in the meeting rooms and show them.
But sitting back and talking trash in the background, that makes no sense.
Trent Williams came from Houston, Texas. Came in. They talk about Trent Williams. Oh, Trent Williams missing camp. Nah, everybody knows Trent Williams work on all season. Then he come in when it's necessary.
Looks good too.
He came in. Who he take under his wings? A defensive lineman showing him, working against him. Williams, the wicked Williams, McCall Williams. Come on, man. They showed them tapping up, joking and laughing. Where you at?
That's
Missing action.
To do.
But you know what? But enough on him, man. But getting back, I know I ain't got much time. I missed the last show because had graduation ceremonies and everything going on.
Are you good?
But yeah, man. Another running back we can bring in, and he's due this year. He's due $3,406,000. Brees Hall, Brock Purdy.
I saw that.
Iowa.
It's been suggested.
He won out. He won out the Jets. He won out the Jets. He don't fit their scheme. What they got going on. Shanahan.
He used to.
No, hey, he there. He there for the taking. He won out.
Well, that's right.
You don't get a
Jets
Jets for fourth round pick. You got four picks next season. You already gave up one. Give him another. And take on that $3,400,000 and change.
We picked up another running back, though. You know, I don't know if Brees would probably cause a rift because Brees ain't come over to San Francisco to sit down. And as much as good as he is,
you know what?
I don't know if he's better than CMC.
But the Nines would do their due diligence by talking to him and letting him know the situation. If you accept that situation, okay, fine. But if not, all right, bro, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But about my boy Ronaldo Green, bro, you gotta step your game up, man. You your ass kicked in camp, man. Watkins is kicking your ass, bro. The rookie's kicking your ass, man. So you gotta step your game up. I don't know what it is, man. He's the steal of the show. Watkins, bro. Everybody is kicking butt in camp, but Watkins, he's kicking every DB.
See, I've been hearing it. You know
what? Take him to the shed, bro. He take him to the shed.
But do you make a deal right now? I wonder though. B.A. Ben and his attitude is not favorable. If I call another GM and say,
when he get healthy, trade him. Trade him. I'll call Adam Peters.
But
go ahead.
No, I'm done. You know what? I don't want to talk about B.A. like this because we could be wrong. B.A.'s just a gladiator, a warrior. He doesn't appreciate being disrespected. It's like Cynthia says, wide receivers are special people. They could be annoying.
If you want to be deep, look. Hey man, look, he's showing his true colors, what he really is, bro. We thought he was this quiet guy that go out, put his helmet on, and go to work and bang heads. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. You got paid. Even before you got paid, you showed your ass. Oh, you want to go there? You want to go there? You want to go there? Then you said, no, it was his. He said his own self. It was his fault. Now you saying, you know what? He got to go, bro. He's going to be a problem, man. You don't want to help out the rookies, bro? He got to go, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. We Niners, bro. We sucker-free city. We ain't suckers, bro. You're a sucker. You got to go.
You got to know, too. But Smooth, always. I can't wait to see you Sunday, fam. All right?
Oh, yeah, Sunday, I'll be here, man. Thanks. Shout out to the unfaithful. Y'all know who y'all are. I can't call all your names, but y'all know who you is, man. We're going to keep this going, man. About BA, bruh, we're going to be good, man. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. We ain't got to worry about that. Everybody that we lost, we replaced, and everybody's shining. Yeah. So, hey.
There you go.
I'll see you.
Rhodes,
Smooth operator 415, sucker free city. I'm out, brother. All right.
Smooth. Great night, fam. All right. Sucker free, BA. And if you come back talking trash, then we'll have one sucker. What's wrong with you, man? Go the hell up. Hey, Matty S. Matty up in beautiful Bend, Oregon.
There we go. There's the mute off.
Matty, we're looking at
Ronbo.
I'm telling you right now, man, how you doing, man?
Buddy, I'm good, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
good. What's up, man?
this is that time of year where
Beautiful here.
I knew it would be. Boy, I bet you can hear birds singing early in the morning, sunlight creeping through all those big trees.
Drinking coffee on the porch.
There you go. Ooh, Matty.
Yeah.
Matty,
Yeah, dude.
we're looking at good reasons, lots of
Papa
reasons.
J, what up?
Papa J. This is the time of year when I like to look at the possibilities and examine those. You know, being a football fan, especially for the 49ers, we're going to go through a lot of drama. It's just the way it is because we're always a team that's in the mix, and there's always going to be a possibility of a heartbreak or a lot of celebration, one or the other. And they take us through every ride. They get to the season looking good, into the playoffs. You know, I mean, they'll win the division, and then they'll go on to they just and then get to Super Bowl. Nosedive, mayday, tower. You know, and so this is what it is to be a 49er fan. And you come back to next season.
It is.
Detroit versus everybody.
Matt, he was waiting on you, man.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah. They're dropping bombs.
That boy's got more. Ragnar's got. I mean, they got more problems in Detroit. I mean, it's really ridiculous. They got guys coming back. We'll see. But Matty, the 49ers, the team looks good. We got the defense is already looking like it's at least number 4. The offense is looking in the top 10 as well. Both units are looking in top 10. Number 5, top 5 for the defense. For all those reasons,
We're still going to be missing. We're still going to be missing Dre though. Greenlaw. That's still going to hurt us.
Yeah.
I'm stoked with where we're at and what's going on. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But man, like, 'cause you talked about it when you came on tonight. Who are you going to miss? Like, yeah, him and Hufanga.
Yeah. Because they were pretty much the fabric of success for the 49ers. All three of them played integral parts. But, then
they're great in the locker room, you know?
Yeah, unlike some people.
Well, that's the thing, you know. I'm kind of rocking with Smooth on the whole BA situation because I've been kind of saying I didn't even really want him to be signed in the first place. I kind of wanted to get rid of him. I wanted other people to foot that bill.
Well, the bad thing about
he's not good for us.
Bad thing about it, he can play. Do you realize how many players have been given a pass on a lot of teams? They were assholes, but they could play great football. Look at Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers. It's amazing how much space you'll give a player that can play really well and has bad manners.
Well, even Deion Sanders. You know?
Like somebody pointed out, that Jerry Rice was never like that. You know, and he's one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time.
Yeah, definitely in the top list. So there's a bunch of people in that same group with him. I'd say. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked with where we're at. The other thing I wanted to touch on because I think we talked about it before. Actually, I know we talked about it before. Trent Williams getting in shape, and it just looks by sight. It looks like he's lost. I feel like I noticed some weight loss on him.
Oh, I did. I know you did because I did. I mean, his face was all swole up. Everything else last season came in. I'll never forget that scene. And then put the camera on him, sitting on the sideline with an IV in his arm, and he was breathing heavily and perspiring, like he just came out of water. That was Trent. Oh.
Yeah, so that was the start. That was real disheartening. I think he took that to heart, and I think that's kind of fuel to the fire for him because I know the level of what he expects out of himself. I've heard him talk about it multiple times.
Yeah, and he knows he's good, and he embarrassed himself, and he knows he did. You know.
Yep.
It wasn't entirely his fault, but still.
Well, and I think he'll retire in just the right time too, because you don't want to go so far, you know, where you get so old you start getting really hurt all the time. Yeah. You still want to make that Hall of Fame later.
Yeah, and you always wonder how much of your career do they grade? Do they grade you on your exit time, What do they grade you on your full body of work? That's a good point.
Detroit smells like ass.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So, I mean, Trent, but he looks good right now. Let's see what he looks like the first few weeks. That'll give us a better litmus test, result of how he really is going to play this year. He's a proud guy because he's been rated as one of the greatest of all time. He'll be ready.
Well, even BA, man, I mean, I just roasted him, and I've been roasting him, and I probably continue to roast him. But at the same time, if I keep him around, I'm just hoping he comes out with a chip on his shoulder. I hope he's listening to everything we're saying about him. Hope he's just pissed off, and I hope it translates into the big things on the field.
Matty, did BA think we're going to sit around there and try to avoid cultivating new talents? Why would he be bothered with that? I don't understand.
Seriously, that's small-minded in my opinion.
Right? You welcome a challenge. You want my job? Come get it, Joey.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, come on, man.
Absolutely. It's a character thing, man. He's still kind of a child.
Well, that's too bad. Well, I just hope his knee is fully healthy, because if he comes back and is not fully ready and he can stand on the sideline as coach might have to sit him down, yeah, they're just going to take out of me, because they're just going to put that youngster out there, because he knew I ain't putting up with that. I get paid more money he ever go get. I could just see, you start talking major trash when you're pissed off and you're with these guys, So it could be a problem. Like Smooth said, it's going to be a problem in the locker room.
Yep, I agree. It does translate into the locker room, especially with someone that plays at his level. Like, if you were just a rookie, they'd be like, whatever, man, you're not, like, you can get gone. But when you pay a dude that much money and you want to keep him around, it's unfortunate, I guess.
Mm-hmm. No, my feelings are hurt, because I thought BA'd be a good leader. He was always kind of a soft-spoken, quiet guy. And, you see B going downfield, he's blocking, he's doing everything you're going to do to be a good teammate. And I thought that the conversations he had with most guys was legit. Now we find out he can be jealous? Really? To the point?
It's silly of me, man. I don't know. I don't understand those things. But there's plenty of people out there, dude. There's plenty of them like it. Right. So maybe he's not the leader we thought he was. And then, Debo going away, like, that was his, like, best homie in the world.
Well, he left them in the same circumstances. Debo felt like, remember, he openly said, I'm not getting the ball enough. Okay. We're going to throw the ball to you. Against the Los Angeles Rams. We threw the ball to you.
Oh, I'll never forget it.
I know. God, Debo.
Hit him right in the numbers, man.
That's his sweet spot. And in stride. It was perfect. When he's got momentum going, all he has to do is grab the ball out of the air and go. He's unstoppable. He missed it. He friggin' missed it.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching that game with a homie, and he's like, dude, did Devo just miss that catch? And I'm like, yeah, it looks like he did. Like, how do you miss that? Like, that's your signature. Dude, it's like Mortal Kombat. You've got a signature move. That's his.
I know, every time I think about it, I go back to that same moment. I can't believe it.
We'll talk about it for years, Ronbo.
I know.
We'll talk about it for years.
God. Man, we got to pull up. I tell you, I'll see you Sunday, and we're going to finally end up having to talk about this kid Watkins, because, I mean, they're just saying too much about him. And DeMarcus has got to be suspended for a few weeks. Watkins is going to get a lot of, oh, my God. BA's going to be losing his mind, sitting up, he's throwing the ball for all the time. They're not going to throw me the ball that much. Hey, BA, we're winning the game. Shut up.
Shut up, BA. Shut up.
Hey, fam.
All right, son.
All right, fam.
Yeah, shout out to 49er Brian, too. I meant to say something. I saw him say shout out. So,
hey.
All right, Ronbo. I'll catch you Sunday night.
Looking forward to it. All right, fam. Night, Matty.
Night, buddy.
Ray Jr., I was missing you, man. I see you, Ray Jr. Welcome back, man. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how's your night going? How's everybody's night going, man? Oh, my God.
It's fabulous.
Well, my football friends today, I met a lot of people, man. They were shocked. I was the only 49er fan that showed up. A lot of them were Steelers fans, Eagles fans. And there was a Rams fan there. I said, how can you be a Rams fan if you live in Connecticut? I was originally from California.
But Mike, he probably looked at you and said the same thing. How you going to be a 49er fan? You living in Connecticut. But it's not unusual for 49er fans to be all over America. I agree. So, but Rams fans aren't all over the place.
At least he has more class and respect. He wasn't like Rudy and his trolls, At least he showed respect. He said, hey, we got 2 Super Bowls. You got 5. You still are the best over the Rams. I said, yeah. You could tell that to Rudy. Rudy thinks he got about 100 trophies in his cabinet. They're probably all like dishes, not no trophy.
Mm-hmm. No. Rudy's thinking to explain to us how bad we are and how bad we've been since the last Super Bowl.
Hey, Rudy, how bad are your lamb tacos? Rudy, your lamb tacos stink.
Does he have lamb tacos? I've never heard of people putting lamb in tacos.
Really, that's risky. Yeah. That's 49er Brian, Papa Jay, and Tony Red. They'll be cooking up some lamb chop. Oh, yeah.
It's usually beef chicken and pork.
The 49ers should be a little bit better this year. He thinks my friend thinks the Niners should be much better this year.
Yeah.
Now we got our guys.
Yeah.
He thinks this is. He thinks. You know what he said to me? Mike, watch out. This could be your year. This could be your ticket in.
No, yeah, because we changed a lot of things, and we're thinking, well, give us a minute to grow and get a little bigger, and we'll be bad. And all of a sudden, we're there.
He said that you got rid of Debo. He was a head case. Now he says, "What Ayuk? If Ayuk don't shape up, you should just better off moving on from him." He said,
I wish he'd stop.
Because he thinks Ayuk is
he's a good football
49ers.
player. He's just an idiot.
He's good, but I think he's got a Debo brain. I don't know. I think he thinks the wrong way. I don't know. But like you said, I told him the NFC West is going to be tight. All 4 teams are going to. It's like playing checkers. It's like chutes and ladders. You guys ever play chutes and ladders? Like playing chutes and ladder. Going up the ladder, go down the ladder. Yep. Atlanta Falcons is going to be good. I think Atlanta's going to be good. Playing right. I think your team. How they rebuilt in the draft and free agency.
They're overdue.
I think your team. I think the Falcons could definitely be a playoff team, just like Washington was last year.
Oh,
maybe.
Wait a minute. Nothing can be compared to Washington. No, that was a shock.
Yeah.
Everybody knew they were going to be improved, but Jesus Christ, that was a huge leap. Adam Peters factor.
I guess Daniels way better than the Bears quarterback. See, the Bears made a big mistake picking the wrong quarterback.
Oh God.
The Bears made a big mistake. If the Bears picked this quarterback up, maybe they would have,
Yeah. Could have been different.
Big mistake. Big mistake, yep.
He's going to be a problem next year.
Is going to definitely. Yep. And Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers, oh, my God. That's a one-year contract. One and done. He's a one-and-done figure. He's another washed-up quarterback, just like Stafford.
Hey, but I like the Steelers, and I hope that Eric could go over there and behave himself and act.
Hey, look at this, guys, all right? Now, Ronbo, look at this. Week 1, you got Aaron Rodgers of the Steelers going against his former Jets team, Justin Fields, the former Steelers quarterback. So you can have, you know what I mean? Imagine that.
I can't.
2 teams going against each other week 1, swapping quarterbacks.
That's box office. You know what? That's good. What is that on a Sunday? Sunday night or Monday or what?
Sunday 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Sunday 1 o'clock.
They're gonna have to.
Jets
they can't
Steelers.
change them now. But they didn't know what Aaron was gonna do. Had they known, they'd have set that game up for the first Monday night game. No doubt about it.
Rodgers versus Fields. Young kid versus legend. Imagine that.
It's a movie, not a football game. It really is.
I think Fields going to beat Rodgers. Somehow Rodgers is too.
Oh,
I'll laugh.
The media's going to go.
And Rams, you got Houston first game. Better watch out for Houston, Rams. You could lose your first game against Houston. This is going to be hungry for you, Rudy. And,
is CJ okay? Because it seems there's a report coming out of their camp that CJ's shoulder may be a little more serious than they thought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he'll be all right. You got plenty of time. He'll be fine. He'll be ready to go. But
that's true.
He'll be ready. Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to Tony Ryan, Papa Jay, Wolfie, the 49er broadcaster. You guys got to go subscribe to his channel. One of the best, Wolfie, man. One of the best 49ers. But Rumbo's number 1, Wolfie's right behind. I got to get Rumbo number 1.
I love Wolfie, man.
He's not the Hall of Famer. Tony Wright, Eric, good luck this year with Seattle. You're playing us week 1. That's going to be something. But I think you guys will be fine. You guys are Darnold plays good.
See, Michael, what we don't know is what the Hawks are doing. What are they cooking? You know they put some pieces together. They've got a defensive line that looks like a death row. I don't know. I think they're going to be really something to deal with.
They're going to be tough. And Cardinals will be another tough team. Like you said, the NFC West is going to be it's like playing shooting ladders. Every week is like going up and down, up and down. It's like shooting ladders. Every week we'll be panicking. And the Cowboys will stink. So forget about it, Cowboy Texas boys. You'll be sitting home alone watching the rest of the best of the 49ers go all the way. They'll sit back looking at Prescott and his little INT machine.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, no.
Here we go.
I like that. No, that's a good rhyme, too. Here we go. Oh, no. Jack's all of a sudden laying in the dirt.
Stafford, he's going to be a pickoff machine. Devontae Adams is not going to like it there when you find that. Devontae Adams was trying to win. You win.
I don't know. I think that Devontae, I wonder if, man, because they're going to go with him all the time. All of a sudden, is there enough ball for Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua? That's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Yeah,
I think Devontae Adams is going to be not happy as a Ram because look at now, Pookie's going to be getting all the reception, the running back. You wait, Rams fans. You might start seeing by amigos. A lot of these people might want out. As Tony Wright says, a lot of people might want out of the LA Rams. You wait. Devontae Adams. He's going to want the ball.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver, and with that means that you're going with diva DNA.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We're gonna find out.
All right. It's gonna come quick.
Well, Michael, you gotta go. I will see you Sunday. All right. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, Peter's all excited. He's still bragging, saying that the Eagles might repeat. I said, no, don't think that the Eagles are gonna repeat. But yes, we are worried about MVP Barkley. Yes, we worry about the Eagles because we gotta get past them to get there. They might be the toughest, between them and the Washington. Maybe.
I was just say, look out for Washington in that division. And nobody knows what the Giants are about, but they are the Giants, and they're probably going to be, we'll see.
Yep, they got a good running back. That'll Yep.
And a couple other parts, too. All right, fam. We'll see you.
One, Ronbo.
All right, Sunday.
All right, Ronbo, you have a good one. Shout out to all my 49 Empire friends and ladies. Have a good night, guys.
Dude,
Rudy, no more tacos.
Night, Michael. Eric, come on, E.
What's up, Ronbo?
Eric, just looking at things that are going to affect the season before we go into it. I'm trying to wait until they put the pads on in camp before I start getting too excited about what's going on in there. I imagine most camps got somebody, 2 or 3 or 4 guys that are sparkling. But you got to be careful with getting off on that because all of a sudden your feelings hurt in the first week of the season or midway through a preseason game or something like that. So I'll wait. But yeah. We're looking pretty good, though.
I think the schedule is just absolutely wild. We have to start and end the year with you guys.
Start and end? Is that right? I didn't look at the schedule fully.
Yeah.
So it was the first game and the last game?
Start here in the Bills.
Can you imagine? Every year, well, for a while, NFC West, every now and then, the division has been determined by that last meeting. And can you imagine the table being set? Hawks, 49ers, same record, 13 and what we haven't finished, 13-3. Who's going to lose that 4th game and enter the playoffs as the wild card? See, I really I hate that.
And I guarantee you, if that happens, we're going to probably become a Sunday night game.
Yeah, they have to. Oh, yeah. That gets moved or flexed. It would be nice
Yep.
if the Rams were playing somewhere and they were supposed to be on that night, but they got flexed out by us. Oh. But yeah, it'll be a tough season.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good day. And hopefully everyone's having a good day today.
Well, thanks, Eric, and we wish the same for you. Eric, now, as I was mentioning, the 49ers are already ranked in the top 10 in both offense and defense because of the triplets. Have you seen your FPI, your prognostication for the season? What's being said about the Hawks as far as what the end result might be at the end of the 2025 season?
I don't know where we're going to be, but I know that Sam playing and the white for the show is number one on the list, or near the top, because...
What was the second team you mentioned?
Near the top of the list.
Oh, okay. No, you said San Fran and who?
I know that you guys are going to be ranked high.
Oh, okay. So I thought I heard you mention two teams. Yeah, no, by some people. There's going to be some people that aren't going to rank the 49ers high, too. I just caught that particular one. You know, because you talk to a lot of guys like, who's the biggest 49er hater out there? Anyway, they got the 49ers finishing up somewhere last. Injuries are always the 49ers' problem. When the 49ers lose, it's usually because they got people missing all over the place. That next man up concept, I think they just say it to be saying it. It doesn't mean anything. The next man up, he wouldn't be the next man up if he's sitting on the bench waiting for his turn. He'd be the man, period, and somebody else would have to be stepping up to take his place. So, but I do like, some guys are good. Some of the depth we had last year did show up to be pretty good, though. So I got to maybe pull back on that a bit, because especially defensively, we lost people. And you look at guys like Mustafa, Bernardo Green, who else came in? You look at Dominic Pooney that was forced into action early. These are kids that just came out of the draft, and all of a sudden they look like they're going to be fine. Now they did. Pooney got tired toward the end of the season. It wasn't mentioned very much, but after week 12, Pooney started becoming a little less, because the fact is, these guys play college ball. They don't play that much. They play a shorter season in the NFL, and they certainly don't go into any playoffs. So, but he's going to be ready this year, as will Green, Mustafa's out right now, rehabbing. But most of those rookies from every team's like that. Most rookies from last year, if they were good, they're going to sparkle this year.
Yeah. I feel like starting and ending me, I think lately they've kind of given Seattle a favor by having us in the year in a warm in one of either Santa Clara, LA, or Arizona, only because it's still warm in those areas. And usually about that time it gets kind of cold out here in the area.
I know. I'll never forget that game I was watching. I didn't know where they were. I said, "That's the Hawks are playing." I thought they were playing somewhere in Buffalo or something. There was a level of snow on the ground. I've never seen that in a Seattle game. I saw snow on the ground. I thought you guys were playing away. I said, "They're in Seattle." Wow, they're in Seattle? It's that cold?
There's only been like a few games here and there that it snowed. I remember, I think it was either Chicago or Detroit, one of those games last year, and also there was a Monday night game that I was supposed to watch with my dad, but it just got so bad that he went back to work because it was just snowing too hard.
Oh, I mean, that's just crazy. I've been in Seattle in October, and I was down in Fisherman's Wharf area, and I didn't bring enough clothes. I thought I was
Nice
okay.
warm area down there, yeah.
And yeah, it was October. I had to stop and buy a sweatshirt. You know,
Yeah,
that sweatshirt,
it
I still have it. It says Seattle on it. I only wear it around the house.
I tell you, out here it can be, it's either too hot or it's too cold. There's only like maybe a couple of months out of the year where it's just exactly where you want it to be, but most of the time it's either too hot or it's too cold.
Hey, do you guys get days that are too hot?
What?
You guys get days that are too hot? Because,
Well,
you know, I've never been to I've been there 3 times because I always visit a friend up in Salem, Oregon, and we always drive into Seattle, of course. And it was like mild. It was okay. It wasn't cold. It wasn't warm. I mean, it wasn't hot. Still had to have a jacket, but still hot. I can't imagine that. Because Seattle's a beautiful city.
no, I don't think it's gonna. It does not usually get like hot. I mean, there was like a couple of days a few years ago. It got like 105 or like 108 or something.
Woo! That's Bakersfield hot. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. It was hot.
That is. I didn't even see it. Eric, we're out of time. Listen, I'll see you Sunday. And you know what? I've done here because you know, Father's Day is not like Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day, Eric, and anybody else says Happy Father's Day. Not bad. Oh, but Eric,
Yeah, I know.
I'll see you Sunday, okay?
Have a good night, everybody.
You too. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, what was I thinking?
Oh,
I was so busy doing a lot of things that, I hope you didn't get a tie and socks. You know I'm bitter about that, right? Hey, yo, Steven. Steven's the daddy. You and Ellis, boy. Come on in, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
I'll always love the way you got some happy babies. Almost every time you call, I hear screaming and playing in the background, Steven. You must be a fun dad.
Oh, yeah, that's my daughter. That's how she communicates, man. It's like echolocation. I'll tell you one thing, though, man. She can scream that girl can yell as loud as the rest of them, man. She got an ear-piercing yell.
She could be a future singer, man. She could be huge. Let her scream.
She hits that Carrie note like no issue, bro.
Oh, that's serious.
She can hit that Mariah Carey note like no issue, and I'm like, God damn.
That's special. Well, Steven, she's gonna be doing a lot of singing soon because it looks like the 49ers are putting themselves in a position to have a good season. Provided, of course, the same thing every year. Can they not please get hurt, especially 10 or 15 of them? So,
I think we'll be okay. I mean, from an entirely different 49er front offices now. They're now here. Everyone got promoted up, which is cool. Brand new fortified coaching staff. Amazing. I mean, we got, what's his name? The son of Clay Kubiak. I can't remember his real name. It's something Kubiak. I can't remember. As offensive coordinator.
His name either. What is his name?
I got rid of Brandon Staley, which was the main issue. Yeah. I don't know why they made him assistant head coach if he wasn't going to do anything. And then we got Robert Saleh back. I was a little skeptical about it, but the more I think about it, it's perfect because when the Niners had Rob Saleh under his wing, man, it was electrifying. Like, really, it was like a show. You want to see it every day. It was the equivalent of, what was it team called? Not the Splash Bros, but the greatest show on earth. It's like that. It's like watching that all over again, man. You know, you had Dre, you had Fred doing crazy stuff. You had Jason, what's his name? Jason Verrett flying up and down the sides of the field. You had E-Man Mosley. You had Kwasi T. Man. And now we got him back, but with better, younger, faster, more aggressive talent.
You know,
like, you can't paint a better picture. And this offense, Ronbo, don't get me started. The offensive line, I'm hoping they do better than years past. I don't know why Jake Brendel's still on the team. I don't know why Colton McKinnon's
Ranked
still
number
on the team.
24 out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he gets 24 only because his block, his road block, his run block is pretty good, but he's suspect on as far as pass protection.
He's suspect on a lot of things. I suspect that he probably can't even put his shoe on most of the time. But hey,
without getting knocked out.
PFF don't lie, right? But
well,
hey, man,
sometimes.
You know what I'm really excited for, and not a lot of people are talking about it. Watching the special teams this year.
Oh yeah, you're right. Nobody's talking about special teams. I think they're going to look much different, especially when offensively when they've got that one kid that we got the bullet, the speed merchant.
Jacob Cowling, our boy.
No, the new kid we got.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. T.J. Watkins.
Yeah,
right?
No, not Watkins. Bergen. God, what is his name? Wait, let me pull a list up here. Bergen, I think his name is. He's a 4-3 guy, and junior. Yeah, round 7, wide receiver, Junior Bergen. Man, I think they're going to take a look at him right away.
Like I know, we talk about how much the Niners have in talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking at something that's like it's just too much. It's too much. Like we got fast players. If they could stay healthy, Ronbo, I'm pretty positive we're going to win a Super Bowl. You got Brock Purdy, who's refortified, who apparently looks like Nick Bosa, which is crazy. Crazy. You got Jordan James, Isaac Guerrero, Christian McCaffrey. You got George Kittle, Ross Dwelly. My boy Ross Dwelly's back. Couldn't ask for anything better, right?
Yeah.
You have a new tight end.
Farrell.
You got
They're getting
Dominic
reviews,
Mooney
by
in
the
his
way.
second year.
Yeah.
Man. We also have the best blocking tight end, veteran,
Farrell,
to help out George Kittle to get open more. You have, let's see, Trent Williams, leaner and leaner. Dominic Mooney, like I said, in his second year. That other, offensive lineman we picked up during undrafted free agency. Then if you go on the defensive side, you've got, obviously, Fred Warner manning the helm. You got Nick Bosa. You got our boy Yetur Gross-Matos, who it's a fun name to say, man.
It is. He
Winner,
may get traded though.
I hope not. I hope we keep him and he does really well.
That's a huge dude. I had no idea he was that big. He just gets
tall.
hurt.
Oh, and I want to clarify. Last call, man, I got it mixed up. You're right. It wasn't C.J. West. It was Alfred Collins, who is 6'6". Yeah. Imagine being an offensive lineman or the quarterback and seeing Yetur Gross-Matos and Alfred Collins next to each other. And then you got to look at Michael Williams or Nick Bosa. Man, come on now.
And then you try to throw the ball over those two trees, as it did Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner. And then you got to wait. And then there's going to be those times when C.J. West is in there, just like the Tasmanian devil. All you see is smoke and bodies flying in all different directions. Man, I can't wait to see C.J. West get going, man. That's going to be funny. God, that's
you got the middle to worry about, too. You got Diamador Lenore coming off of a great season, who is adamant about producing, who is possibly going to be the next leader in the locker room.
I've been a Lenore fan for a long time. I always seem to fall behind the underdog. People talked about Lenore so bad. I said, you know what? He's getting better, guys. But remember when he started getting better and better? Because, Lenore's getting better.
It was a slow progress, man, but he did well. He did well because our main gripe was he's too slow. He's too slow. But you know what, man? He uses it to his advantage really well.
Yeah. Anticipation
he may not be
skills.
The fastest corner, but goddamn, he's a good one. He's good at anticipation. He knows how to read the room, and man, is he nasty. Not only that, man, you got to look at the safety room too. Malik Mustafa's coming back. We got Jair Brown. I've always been hopeful of Jair Brown, just because when he has his other teammate, he's great. When he doesn't have that chemistry, it's awful. But I'm hoping he can flip that around. You got who else on corner? Man, it's just.
You got Renardo Green.
Oh, Renardo Green. Thank you. That's lockdown city. Imagine this, Ronbo. You're trying to throw the ball, right? You got two giant pillars of men down the middle. You got to worry about Nick and Michael rushing you from both sides. Not only is that, you try to throw it, you might throw it to the hyena, Renardo Green, or you might get picked off by Fred Warner, D. Winter, or Stone Blanton.
Steve, we gotta
let you run, Ronbo.
We gotta let you get back to Father's Day. Good stuff. I mean, I can't wait till this unfolds, and people not get hurt by the dozens. And if you get hurt, can you be back in a couple of weeks? My God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But man, it's gonna be magical this season, man. It's gonna be magical, especially since we're hosting it in Santa Clara. And like I said, yeah, we got an easy schedule, but no team is easy because it's an any given Sunday type of game.
I know. All right, Steven. Happy Father's Day. Get back those two glorious kids of yours. I will see you Sunday, fam.
I will see you Sunday, Ronbo. Happy Father's Day and have a great night, man.
You too. Thanks, Steven. Oh, man. We got to stop using the word getting hurt. We talk that stuff into existence. If we could just stop. I mean, how many times have you said that? I'm like, man, if you could just stop getting hurt. Bill!
How's it going, Ronbo? It's been a minute. Sorry, I've been off doing a lot of stuff.
Well, life happens.
And, my gosh, I said it last year. It wasn't talent. I was wanting him gone. It was his attitude. And you wonder why I was shooting towards a legendary, baby, with an answer just got done clear with Brandon Ayuk. He's a drama queen. He's going to ruin the chances of us going to the Super Bowl. And to be honest with you, Ronbo, I have a feeling I've not been wrong. I've called it every time. Who goes to the AFC? It's kind of obvious. It's not really based on talent. It's really based on the favoritism. The Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl, Ronbo. It's just how it is. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just write it. Book it. Before the season starts, don't even look at the AFC. Who's going? Already told you. Now, will the Niners meet them there? Do we have what it takes to beat the Chiefs? Answer the question.
If healthy, yeah. I don't see the Chiefs beat the 49ers 3 times in the same stage. But if they go in there limping, yeah, they're going to get beat up again. Damn it.
Right. So, I mean, Ayuk's got to get his attitude back in check. That's one thing I'm really wanting to say. He needs to check his attitude and concentrate on football. He got his payday. He got his paycheck. Now get out there and do something.
Well, you know what? He's got a lot of motivation now. He doesn't like Mrs. Watkins' baby boy from Mississippi. And he doesn't like that everybody's talking about Watkins so loudly to the point he couldn't stand it. He lost all respect for himself and let it be known that he's not happy about the noise being made around the camp. Like, I guess everybody was saying, oh, my God, we miss B.A. I guess he wanted people to be crying about that every day. B.A. he's a very strange fellow. These are the things I didn't really know about him. B.A.'s kind of silly.
You know what? What we need to say? B.A. who? B.A. who?
Don't do this.
Who? B.A. who?
It makes him crazy.
Who we talking about? B.A. who? Motivate him. Get him out in that field.
Well, I'm
get
open.
The ball, get deep. Yeah, get open and go get that ball. B.A. who? We got Raider Samuel. Now, come on now. B.A. who? Yeah.
See, he's got to get over this.
We got somebody to replace him? Yeah. Man.
He's a grown-ass man. Come on, B.A., man. You can't be acting like this. It's not a good look.
I mean, yeah.
So, we're going to find out.
It's toxic. It's the toxic attitude in the locker room that can hold us back. Only the Niners can hurt the Niners.
See.
Facts.
Yeah, that seems to be what we do. But, man, why do we have to continue to inflict such pain on ourselves like that? I just can't take it anymore. Every time. We lost that Super Bowl in the last minute in overtime. And we made it happen. We helped it. How in the world, Niners, does that keep happening?
Hey, we kept it close for the referees to dictate it and let it be known. When that happens with any team, when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs, the refs are going to favor the Chiefs no matter what. It's facts. It's written in the stars. and they actually loaded up. I did a little research on them. They loaded back up. They're not as weak as you think.
Chiefs? No, I don't suspect they're going to be weak, but the AFC West is going to be that's a gauntlet. I mean, I'll say this, even the Raiders look tough, so we'll see.
Yeah, right. I would like to see the Raiders in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara. I mean, with the Niners, that would be fire, and us beat them down.
Oh, that's asking for too much. That's too wonderful. And as I leave,
epic.
And you know, every time we see a Raider, well, actually for years, the Raider fans that beat us, you know, we play them every 4 years because the league said the Raiders and 49ers cannot be seeing each other too often. After they won, they get, who the king of the Bay? Okay, man, who the king of the Bay? I ain't going to answer this question, boy. And, you know, now we beat them the last time we seen them by Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins beat them. Oh, they've been so quiet.
But if they lost the Super Bowl to us, they will never speak again.
But see, we can't lose.
That would end it.
It works both ways, Bill. We play the Raiders in the Super Bowl and they win, life will be over as we know it. I know too many Raider fans. They'll never leave it alone. They will never, ever leave it alone. Even Hawks fans left me alone after a while. But Raider fans, they'll be calling you and texting you and sending you email. They'll just be all over you. Everywhere you look, they'll be Raiders talking trash. Because they're not normal human beings. A Raider fan is, I gotta work on this, man. What is a Raider fan? I can't. Okay, let's keep going. Let's talk about something else.
Raiders are all taters. They're potato heads, man. Basically. So, like I said, I ain't really worried about them. You know, they would hide what would happen if we beat them in the Super Bowl. They wouldn't be seen anywhere. They would build a hole like Saddam and jump in it.
That would make my day, and I don't care. If I never talk to another Raider fan again, I'll be fine.
Right. So, you know, that's what is must-see TV, but
Raiders, I think the Cowboy fans are not as bad as Raider. Raider fans are number one on my list. Cowboys, the Rams come in third. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys have been quiet for a while, but the Rams come in third. The Hawks don't bother me anymore.
All the Hawks do is they're beefed up on energy drinks. Raider fans, they want to throw fists with you. And Cowboy fans, you got to have Kleenexes. They're going to cry at the end of the game. But I pretty much summed up the whole team's fan
Bill,
base.
Whatever you say, the only reason you guys won them championships is half the time you had 49ers come on over there and join you. The hell you talking about? I'm telling you, look at the game. Tell me who's out there doing. You took my edge rusher. You took my Dion going around here and mercenary. We didn't know he went over there and helped you win. You wouldn't want them. If it wasn't for the 49ers, you wouldn't be winning nothing anyway. Oh, man, that opens up a whole can of worms. It gets crazy then.
Right.
God.
Well, the Cowboy fans, you know, they're never going to see another Super Bowl win in their lifetime. So let them celebrate their only Super Bowl wins ever they're going to have. Me and you, we're going to be long gone. Our grandkids, wherever we have grandkids, are going to be long gone. Great-grandkids are going to be long and gone. And the Cowboys still won't win a Super Bowl.
That's a long time, Bill.
So, you know, that's the length of a Cowboy of ever winning it. I mean, making it, I didn't say that. I said winning it. So
that's why Stephen A. Smith doesn't like him, and he lets everybody know. You never seen any kind of a show host talk about a fan base like that. You could be losing people, but Cowboy fans, especially Jerry Jones, they still seem to like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they drink too much of that Kool-Aid, that Cowboy Kool-Aid going on out here in Texas. But yeah, it
anyway,
must
Bill,
be the water.
Anyway, Bill, I'll be back Sunday, and let's see what develops in 49er Bill. All right.
Give me a Niners shout out.
Can do. See, I can't talk about the Cowboys and Raiders without something going wrong. Let me give it a shot. Niners! I'm right now. All right, Bill. See you Sunday, fam.
VA, get your attitude in check, bro. Later.
I know he's got a lot of work to do. And Sin, you're right about Philly fans. I didn't know about Philly fans until last few years, though. Philly fans are like the East Coast version of the Raiders. I can tell they got that same flair and air about them. So, except for Nikita. Nikita, we're not talking about you, though. You are special. You're nice. You're nice. Hey, yo, it's white chocolate. It's coming like chocolate. Hey, Trey.
Ronbo.
Trey's from Philly, but Trey's not an Eagle fan. There's a difference. Trey's a 49er fan. Trey.
Hell nah, Ronbo. Hell nah. I'm a bird dog. I hunt birds.
Trey, I worry about y'all in Philly, man. Philly fans, man, they're a special breed of people, too. So, Yeah, remember when, what was that? Teams were walking in.
Special is right.
They had cameras outside of some team coming in to play the Eagles, and the fans were lined up in two different sides. So when the team came walking in, they were just talking major trash. I mean, when fans line up to jump on the opposing team walking into the facility, well, that's serious. And talking major trash. I said, look at that, boy.
Ronbo, I finally had my chance to see the Niners in PA a few years ago, and actually it was both the Eagles and the Steelers, both. Like the Niners played both of them in PA, but you better believe I picked that Steelers game to go to because I'm such a yapper, when I get going, especially get a little liquid courage in me. I don't know if I would have made it out of that Eagles game alive, Ronbo. I really don't. They don't play down there. They don't play down there.
Trey, they had a holding cell downstairs at the stadium before. I said, what? Really? I think facility hadn't changed. But it gets that bad? Only other place I know is worse. And I went to visit a friend of mine out in New York. We went to a Mets game. Mets fans, they stopped selling beer at that stadium because Mets fans they can't drink and watch a ball game without you having to call the National Guard. I said, this is hey, some fans go too far. Now they do that in Europe with European football. I mean, they got troopers out there in boots and helmets and automatic weapons.
Yeah.
I said, what the Mike? It's a sport, guys. It's a friggin' sport. What is the matter? Oh.
Ronbo, funny story about that real quick, and then we'll get into the Niners. But, I got one of my friends from my draft party. I know a lot of people when I last was talking about this guy. I think he called in recently and was trying to stir up some things. Well, he unmuted himself. But anyway, it's Big Bird. He's one of my friends. He's a big Birds fan. Like I said, he goes back to he called in a couple of different nights for the draft. But anyway, he's a Birds fan. Went down there once. His girlfriend was a Giants fan. Long story short, Ronbo, he got in a fight with a fellow Eagles fan at one point. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm staying away from the link, Ronbo.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to wake up in the ER going, damn, how'd the end of the game go? You know what I mean?
Just hoping you got at least one or two shots in. Because the thing is, I think that's a ban for life fighting in a stadium, right?
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, anyway, but I just want to, like Ronbo, I usually come in with, like, some notes, but I'm kind of raw dogging it tonight. I know we're talking about Niners going from worst to first in the division.
You believe it?
So, Ronbo, so, all right, let me just go through. Like, if I had to go through team by team, right?
Yeah.
I'd say this about the Niners, first of all. Name me a better offensive and defensive coordinator duo in the league right now.
Amen.
Than Kyle and Salah. Other than, all right, here's the only argument that can be made is Andy Reid and Spags, right, for Kansas City. Other than that, no one's even close.
Yeah, hey, right? I forgot. You're right. Andy Reid and Spagnuolo. That's a good combination. Because let's see, who else? And even the Eagles. What's head coach's name? He's like
Sirianni. He's a mouthpiece. He's a mouthpiece.
You know what I mean? He's just a director of talented coaches. Yeah, he's not out there really running things. But I think
Big Dom contributes more to the scheme than he does on a weekly basis.
Detroit had a good coach. They had a good coach, offensive coordinator up until now. What's his name's a good coach, though. I like him because his team reflects his personality, the head coach in Detroit.
Oh, Campbell? I love Campbell. Yeah, he's another one.
You got to like Campbell.
He's like that old school motivator, you know what I mean? And honestly, with my argument here, the Lions, they had Glenn and Johnson. That was a great duo. Yeah. But they're obviously not there anymore. So I hope
one's in New York,
Detroit versus everybody guy is listening right now. But anyway, yeah, I think the Chiefs are the only argument there. And then other than that, I mean, Ronbo, like the Niners finally have the horses on defense to be competitive. So, I mean, if they stay healthy, they're going to be dangerous, Ronbo. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what, if I'm just thinking from kind of top to bottom, then you look at the Lambs. I mean, all right.
I know. I wasn't going to say anything. You know what? We got to stop. McVay's a good coach. He really is. I just don't like him.
Oh, Ronbo, he's a great coach. But here's the thing, Ronbo. I want to say, I know they got Devontae, but here's the thing, Ronbo. They literally replaced old Graybush Cooper Kupp with an even older receiver, Ronbo. You know what I mean? Like Kupp was the guy he replaced. He was good there for a while, and then you know what I mean? They replaced him with an older guy. So, and also too, I'll say about you know, the older thing. Like I feel like Matt Stafford. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Like I feel like he's been fairly healthy these past couple of
years, yeah.
And like considering his age and injury history, Ronbo, like if he were to miss extended time this season, it's curtains. It's curtains for the Lambs. Yeah. You know what I mean? They would be subjected to the Jimmy G experience.
I know, right? And by the way, Stafford's overdue. He went 2 years. He got leveled a few times. That one game, I saw his eyes roll back. I said, "Oh Jesus!" The camera was right on it, and he snapped out of it. I said, "Man, you dude, get up, go to the hospital. You take another hit today, it could be serious." So you know,
Ronbo, he's one of those guys. You're like, just go spend time with your kids. Like, what are you doing? Your legacy is like, what are you doing?
It's established.
You're chasing this. Yeah. Like, what do you go? You know, learn about your family. Like, you've been away for so long.
But Trey, this is what football does to guys, man. Do you know Tua's got one more hit to take, and he could be a paraplegic. Yep. I mean, you think these guys?
Yeah.
Quarterbacks just they can't. It's an addiction.
It's like same thing with Brady. He couldn't not. You know what I mean? He retired for what, like 2 minutes? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Good example. Jay, we gotta go.
Couldn't quit.
I gotta see you Sunday.
All right.
And let's have a great day.
All right. Hey, Ronbo, I just want to say one more thing real quick. Actually, you know what? I want to say one thing, and then let me get a shout out. But all right, Ronbo, I just want to say quick. I know Father's Day is coming up. I personally just want to wish a happy Father's Day to Brock Purdy. He doesn't have any human children, but he is undeniably the Seahawks' daddy. So I just wanted the chat to hear that one. Hey, Ronbo, let me get a Niners caller.
For White Chocolate out of PA. Stay safe out there, bro.
Hey, Ronbo,
Sunday.
Exquisite. I'll talk to you Sunday. Hey, bang, bang, White Chocolate out, baby.
There he goes. And we got anyone else over here? We done for the night. Alice, come on in, E. We missed E for a couple. Oh, it's Tony. No? Okay.
A couple of shows.
Yeah. Ellis. I imagine that little. I bet you got the kid. Ellis is like coaching. Ellis, how many? All the kids are involved because they've all gotten now to the age where they can play. So you got how many teams?
Yeah. Well, we're about to do baseball and softball right now with the junior giants. That starts next week. So I'm gonna be coaching 3 teams for that league, and then after that it'll be junior NFL, and later in September, and I'm gonna do at least 2 teams there, and then basketball. So I'm doing 2 teams minimum each.
And you're not holding practice at the same time, are you?
No, thankfully not. No, they're on different days. It's 3 different days a week, which is a little inconvenient. It's a little inconvenient for me, but you make the sacrifices. You know what I mean, for the greater cause.
You don't feel that as being a bad thing. It's got to be fun. That's why I'm amazed that when you do call in, knowing how you're spreading you out really thin, that you had any moment to break away. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah.
We appreciate you too.
Man, I'm used. You know what? I'm used to it, man. I make it look easy, man. I had promotions all this week. Amaya promoted, to 6th grade. Josh promoted to the 6th grade.
All right.
And Z and E, we moving, man. So you can't really tell. You can't. I don't wear it on my face much. So
Well, good.
It's regular. But thank you. I appreciate that, family. Sure. I've been trying to get in there, man. I was coming in late. I was like, damn, they gone.
Sometimes,
I was getting in right
that time of year where
right when you about to sign up.
Yeah, it was this time of year where only a few people are diehard 49er fans, like football fans. They wait until another few weeks, but we don't do that. You know how we do. We're every day is 49er time.
For sure, that. Yes, sir. That's whole life, man.
Ellis, we're one of them teams. Every year you see teams on a list. Who's possible from worst to first? And they're, of course, they're the 49ers. And I hate being on the list, but because that means you just had a bad year. But there we are.
Yeah.
We're picked number 1 in NFC. Period. Number 1, NFC West. Number 3, NFC. Yeah.
NFC. Okay.
Yeah.
And who is that per who? Is that PFF or who is that?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Was that NFL Network?
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
And it's all right.
Get that information.
That's cool though.
But yeah.
I mean, look. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, but the thing is, if anybody says it, because if you go ask Cowherd how the 49ers are doing, the 49ers are the most overrated team as far as I'm concerned in NFL history. They're not going anywhere this year, and they've got Brock Purdy as a quarterback, and I've been talking. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you. Next, God, he's a pain in the ass these days. I still think this is all about his daughter dating Trent in the first place, because he went off all of a sudden. He wasn't that bad before that. And then Trey Lance started going out with his child, and all of a sudden he's just anti-49er. Ham. What's wrong with him? Be a professional, man. If you didn't want him to see it, you're going to tell her.
Yeah. Well, he's only got a trophy for badminton that he's excelled in his whole life. So people that usually aren't good at shit have those kind of opinions and aren't really good.
Do they give out trophies for badminton?
I don't know, but he looks like a badminton kind of guy.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Tennis would be too rough.
Yeah.
I like that, Ellis. That was good. Anyway, the worst to first thing, we've looked at that theory. We've looked at the 49ers are ranked and the defense is already being prognosticated as being number 4 right now on this particular day. The offense, put them in top 7 because it too much depends on a number of things. But in the top 10 in both categories, that'll get you in the playoffs just about every damn time, Ellis.
Yeah. But it's like we have too many things working in our favor. When it comes to the the schedule, the off season acquisitions. First and foremost with getting Robert Saleh back, and getting a good special teams coordinator, and acquiring some really good pieces, and then doing fairly well in the draft. I mean, we can't say we did terrific or anything just yet because we haven't seen these guys on the field. We got to let it play out in that way. But for now, we have a whole lot more in our favor than not. I mean, the only thing that we're deficient in right now is having a sure number one wide receiver, which, JJ can fill that void. But, we only got him for one more year.
Well, now, don't listen to that. They may sign him mid-season.
Well, he's gonna want at least $15 million a year. I mean, they just
and he's worth it too.
Rashad Bateman, hell yeah, and Rashad Bateman, who was a first-round draft pick from out of Minnesota that the Ravens got, they just gave him like I think 15 or something million a year. They finally extended him, so that's JJ is going to be in the ballpark of between 15 and 17 million a year, and shit, he may not want to take a home run discount, and so somebody would be willing to probably pay him a little bit more, or maybe not, and it could work into our favor where maybe he will give us a little bit of just to be here with us and play, get signed for 3 years, 15 or 16 million or something like that. Find a way to make it work, but I think that would mean that Brandon Ayuk would kind of have to be on his way out because we're going to need to get somebody else. I was hearing some talks about Terry McLaurin being upset about his contract over there with the Commanders, but the Commanders got money, so I think they're going to take care of him.
I can't believe it.
They have plenty of money. Yeah, but I mean, we would never do a swap for Ayuk for Terry McLaurin. We would have to give them. We would have to give them a draft pick, and Brandon Ayuk. You know what I'm saying? Minimum.
Even though Brian
Terry
Debo still looks chubby.
Yeah, right. So, and that's what I'm saying, and that's Debo's buddy, and us also, Jaden Daniels is, college buddy as well. That's his best friend. So if Adam Peters was willing to talk business in that way and do that and oblige, then yeah. But shit, if he's not going to play till week 10, that would have to be something maybe more in the mid-season kind of thing. If they would want to hold off to like the trade deadline, like week 8, and then just swap Ayuk and Ayuk for what's his name, and Ayuk should probably be about ready to play by then between weeks 8 and 10. And he can be over there with Jaden, and, it can kind of be like a reciprocal transaction. But, that remains to be, official or even something to really think about. But I think the offense is going to be real powerful, man. The offense is going to be powerful. The defense is going to look great. I got high hopes for the guys, and, the fact that they're always going to rank us high up there. They're never going to put us at the bottom, because we've been in the conversation, and we've been a top tier team for the last, roughly 5 to 6 seasons. So, it's warranted, but we got to go out there and do the damn thing, though.
And we will. We got to go, fam. I'll tell you what else. We can't get enough of you because you've been gone too long. But let's get back here Sunday. I'll be looking for you.
Y'all, man.
If you got time.
Yeah, miss y'all. Yes, sir.
Ellis is the coach extraordinaire right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Man, we getting ready. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Shout out production. Hit that like and subscribe. You know you're at, man. Wipe your feet. Shout out all the fam. Shout out Brian, the Dragon family, Donna, Tanisha, Frank, Casey, and Bethel, and man, everybody, man. Y'all know who you are, man. Shout out to you. Oh, Tony, and shout out to chat, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Yeah.
All right, hang in there, Coach. Talk to you later.
Appreciate you, fam. Yes, sir.
All right. Boy, Ellis is busy, man. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, your
can you hear me all right, my brother?
Yeah.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you doing something different?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I'm in the garage. Got car problems. And then blowing a gale outside.
God, I hate that. And you know what you're doing when you're fixing it, don't you? See, I'll go out there and you'll hear me screaming and yelling names and saying bad words all the way down to the next corner.
No, that's what I've been doing.
You see, that's why I don't do it. I just take it in and I just give up the cash because, man, now mechanics are like doctors now. Well, we're going to have to operate, and that's going to cost what? Seriously?
Yeah, well,
What do I
kiss
got? Do
my
I got to
ass
buy
because
insurance for my car now? What are you guys doing? Dang.
they don't do their job properly, Rombo. You know, I got this wheel bearing replaced on it's an American car, actually. It's a Ford Explorer. 4.6 litre V8, and the rear wheel bearings let go, and they haven't done their job properly. I've got to take, go rent a car now and get one of the kids to take it down on Tuesday because we've got a public holiday on Monday.
That's what that's major surgery, buddy. Yeah.
And pissing me off.
Well, good luck with that. I mean, that's just I hate that. But anyway, Tony, your team and mine has already been predicted to do well. They've hammered us with the worst to first thing since we were the worst last year. And going into first, offense and defense is already predicted to be top 10. And these are all predictions, and they have to be realized. But Tony, do you believe that's going to be the case? And by the way, Tony, what is the worst thing that happened as far as exits, as far as players go? Would you put Debo on that list or anybody else? CBS says Debo Samuel is the worst thing that happened to the 49ers as far as him leaving.
Well, I don't know about that, Robert.
I didn't even find the guy who wrote that, actually.
That's debatable. I mean, I'll be keen to see, like I said a million times, I'll be keen to see how the Commanders, in what capacity they're using. You know what I mean? Because I thought towards the end there, Kyle was using him wrong.
No. Don't make
he should have been getting the ball. Yeah, he should. No, don't get him to run routes. Get him to, get him that intermediate ball, a short one. Get him running across the middle, break a few tackles, and then he'd be bust loose. He's dangerous. But it'll be interesting to see how Washington uses it.
Well, Adam Peters knows him, so he's going to tell his people how to use him. But is he still effective at doing that, Tony? That's my thing. Is Debo was slowing down at his own craft before he left. So I'm wondering, is he going to be able to still sustain what he was doing 2 or 3 years ago? Did he just have a bad year with us or what? So.
Well, my belief system is that he's gone over there with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, so he'd be playing crazy.
Because of the 49ers, and he's got a point to prove. So I'm guessing that he's going to be training extra hard this season to be fit and come out and have a ball terror of a season and just prove a point to Carl. Say, look at me on this team, bro.
You know
still
what,
king. Yeah.
Don't we play Washington this year? Seems like we play that division.
I know our first 3 games are on the road.
Yeah, well, they can't treat us all that nice because they're saying we're giving you the easiest schedule in the league. Don't whine about your travel. So, I mean, but I think we play the Cowboys. I don't know. Maybe we're not playing that division. We'll see. I got to go back and look at that.
But, like a lot of the boys have said, during your podcasts, we got to play well in our division before we even think about anything else. So, but if we're 3-0, and I think the 4th game is a home game, and I was thinking the other day, imagine the press asked Kyle, well, Kyle, you guys are 3-0. What an amazing start to the season. And can we ask you a question, Kyle? Did you have anything to do with all these draft picks and blah, blah? Oh, yeah. Of course I did. What do you mean?
I was wondering where you were going. I should have known.
Someone like Grant Cohn says, but we heard a lot of the stuff was...
that really eats him up. That's why him and Grant have a problem. Because that would be just the thing to say. Well, I heard, yeah.
A lot of the duties were taken away from you, so that could be a lie. I don't know who you're talking to, but, I had a lot to do with these players.
I mean, maybe on offense, but clearly he'd better not lie about the defense because that was Salah and Gus and Kasurik. That was everybody but Kyle. So
yeah,
maybe the special teams guy too. But yeah, Kyle was.
Well, Salah we know. Yeah. Salah's almost the dead set guarantee. But
offense.
You know,
your buddy Chris was involved with that though. Forster.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to be under pressure this year, Ronbo, because you know, like I said before, apparently he can rub his belly and then an offensive lineman will come out of his ass. You know what I mean? Like he could turn apples into oranges. You know what I'm saying? He's
water into wine. I'm
all that stuff.
He's high on somebody, I forgot the name, but they got some kid in it Forster's already raving about. He'd better be good, Forster, because I'm telling you right now, man, we've heard about who you think is good and seen what they can do.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, you got Trent, who's what is he, 37?
Somewhere near there. Because he's approaching 40.
I don't want to see Brock running for his life all season long. And these guys have got to get their act together. I mean, we used the analogy the other day with the Eagles. I mean, you know, their quarterback's not better than us, but they've still got a Super Bowl underneath their belt.
Sure.
Yeah, because they know, okay, well, this is a pivotal position, and this guy needs to be protected for as long as possible.
Well, yeah, we're going to find out because, I like your point about Chris Forster. Could be they could ask him he's been there for a long time though. So I will see. Tony,
well, he has been there for a long time. That's off the back of Kyle.
Oh, he was there before that. I saw some footage of him. Forster was there. Offensive line. Forster's been there. Harbaugh was there. I looked. I got to go back and look at that picture again. I got to look at how long Forster's been with the 49ers. But nobody gets rid of him, and nobody cherry picks him from another team either. Tony, we got
they don't, do they?
Now, let me see. So good luck with that car, and let me see you Sunday.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, 49 Brian, the Resident Bastard, Smooth, all the rest of the crew, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Looking forward to it as always, Tony. Have a great day. And a great
Cheers,
day.
brother.
Cheers.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Hey, Anthony.
What a new Ronbo.
Anthony, what it's going to be is the thing, man. Listen, you got a great team, Anthony. Other people are noticing, too. You know, usually every year we get 49ers picked him. It's nothing good. Actually, honestly, to be honest, nobody's been saying anything bad about the 49ers for a long time. But it used to be nobody respected 49ers coming into any season. Now, we're finally on that list of worst to first. It's embarrassing, but it's encouraging. Anthony, you got both scrimmagers in the top 10. Talk to it.
Remember, man, I mean, we got when it comes to Kyle, I think this time he's gonna be a lot more unpredictable.
Yeah.
When it comes to his play calling.
They're not making him run the whole team. Just run your offense, Kyle. You got Sal over here. He's got Bradley to assist him. Special teams coach is fine. Make that offense work.
Now he finally got the speed. On the field that can scrape the field and run precise routes.
Wait, and you make a good point. That means Debo, the game plan is not going to be built completely around him. This way, defenses can't. That's a great point. I hadn't thought about that. The defense cannot settle around just contain Debo and contain 49ers. Now, yes, different.
They're going to have to play limb football now, Ronbo.
And CMC's back, so it's 11 on 12. Because CMC's boy.
Well, CMC.
That's a lot. That boy's a lot of trouble.
And plus, I think Gorilla gonna be. I think he's gonna take a step forward this year for us in the hole, because you noticed last year he kept running all up against and run all up the back up the his blockers.
And he's just got to stay healthy, because you're right. He's got great explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got good explosion, but he just. I think he's gonna take a step forward this year.
He should. I mean, I've never seen a guy have to slow down and take a knee because he was about to get a touchdown. I've never seen that before. 49ers asked him to do that twice.
Yeah.
Because he got away. He wasn't supposed to get away.
Do it twice. Yeah. He did it twice. Stopped right at the 3-yard line. Then he slid down.
Burn up some clock. That's amazing. That dude is fast. It doesn't look like he's moving that fast, but when he's pulling away from the defenders, then you can see the speed.
And then our special team unit, Ronbo. Like I said last time, I got so tired of seeing them kick the ball off while we're leading the fourth quarter. The other team run the ball all the way back to the opposite of the ball, field and kick a field goal and win.
That makes no sense.
I got tired of that, Ronbo.
You, me, and everybody else that's rooting for the 49ers. So hopefully they made some adjustments on that. Jake Moody, we're not hearing anything about Jake Moody. I really wish they'd give us a progress report on him at least once a week. I understand he's changed. Yeah. He's got a different approach to the ball now. They've changed the long snapper. They blamed the long snapper. They blamed everybody but Jake Moody. So now, Jake, they made these adjustments for you. You better get it right.
Yeah, so him taking 3 steps to keep the ball, and he now take 2.
Man.
So that means more accuracy. He get more accuracy, and he get to keep an eye on the ball. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing is, Anthony, he should not have to be taught this at this particular point in his life. Jake Moody has been kicking the ball how many years, okay? And you got to this level. He's got a great leg, Anthony. The boy can kick the ball out of Santa Clara right on into San Jose. But when it comes to kicking between the uprights, for some reason he has a problem. It's like, oh, Jake, you missed wide right again. You missed wide right last time. Why don't you fix that? Oh, God.
Ronbo. And number 2, Brock and what's called they getting that chemistry together. Brock been loving throwing that ball to Cowan and
Watkins.
Johnny Watkins.
I know. BA's that happy.
He's been throwing that thing deep too, Ronbo.
Yeah, I know.
He's throwing it deep, Ronbo.
And with velocity. And BA unfollowed the 49ers. BA, what is it?
You know what, Ronbo?
God.
BA, he's acting just like T.O., man. T.O. used that.
He ain't got T.O.'s cachet, though. He needs to calm down. I mean,
Yeah, he really do, Ronbo.
So I don't. Anyway, don't talk about Jordan Watkins in front of BA. It bothers him.
Yeah. He been tearing up practice though, Ronbo.
I know. Brock's been raving about him. Him and DeMarcus.
Yeah, DeMarcus and Brock loves Brock. Brock was talking when they interviewed Brock today. Brock, hurry up, Brock. Johnny Watkins' name up.
Loves him already. He just got there.
And he talking about he loving the speed. The speed we got out there now, Ronbo, on both sides of the ball, Ronbo. Yeah. Defense and offense.
Yeah. Because Robert Sala's not going to have it any other way, Anthony. If you can't move your ass, you can't come, you cannot play here.
That's right. You can't play here. And the new wide receiver we just picked up, I like him, Ronbo.
Which one?
Malik Knowles.
Oh, you know what?
He's another Debo Ronbo. He's another Debo Ronbo.
Okay. I mean, I hope you don't mean that in the way he can only run slants. I wonder about
how you can use
he runs people over
the same way you use Debo.
I haven't heard anything about Isaiah Nair. Yeah.
No, they just picked up a new wide receiver called Malik Knowles.
Maybe probably get a look at him. I want to see that Isaiah Nair guy, though, because he was tearing up a couple of weeks ago. But see, that's why I try to relax during this time. don't get too excited about what you're hearing right yet, you know. So, but we'll see. Anthony,
bro, it's a good thing, Rambo. You ain't doing no more crying the way you've been doing.
Smooth embarrassed me on that. Anthony, we ran out of time. We gotta go. I'm not crying in front of anybody else. Let me see.
Smooth that you have it, Rambo.
It's brutal, merciless. Let me see it's Sunday, fam. All right.
All right, Rambo.
All right, Anthony. You have a great night, fam.
Yeah. Same you, Rambo.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah.
And there he is, that marvelous Brian. Get in here, man.
Hey, how you doing, great one? Yes, the bastard is here.
But I was trying not to say that.
I know how PC you are sometimes. I'll help you out with that.
Because I see things sometimes. I say on the chat, "Oh, that was vicious," but I say, "Well, I act like I didn't see it." Especially
Ronbo, how you doing, great one?
Fans. Doing great, man. Feeling fine. And as I said, go ahead.
I did something stupid this week, man.
What?
Something dumb.
Oh my God.
Well,
sounds serious.
The greatest band in the world is playing at Levi Stadium in 2 weeks.
See,
mighty Metallica.
Oh, I was gonna say, let me guess. I was gonna say the greatest band in the world. I would say the Rolling Stones aren't coming here, but Metallica's they're right up there.
No, not the Rolling Bones.
Keith Richards on the life support. You're going to see that line coming from the backstage, coming into his body as he's got that cigarette that burns all the way down to his lip. And he doesn't feel it. I said, you know what, guys? Dude died.
They're going to wheel him out in a wheelchair, and he'll still be playing guitar.
Hitting one note on occasion, because he's not even playing with the rest of the band. And cigarette burn on.
Where's my smoke?
You know?
Well, yeah, I'm going to go see Metallica in a couple weeks in the beautiful Levi Stadium, Rombo.
There you go.
Where it says, everywhere in yellow and gold, home of the faithful.
And it's a nighttime event, right?
Hell yeah, because if I went in the day, I would die.
See, that's what I'm saying. At least, fortunately, it's not in the daytime, so you'll be comfortable. Yeah.
I think there's a few bands that play earlier before them. I think, I was looking at the list, like Limp Bizkit and, God, who else? Oh, Pantera. I want to see Pantera, too. So, yeah, I'm not going to go right away, though, until it cools down. So, but I can't take that heat in that stadium, man. Oof.
Nobody. I mean, Jed's been promising to make some adjustments and modifications about 4 years now. Hey, Brian, you know what's really funny, though? Jed and Santa Clara administration haven't given him a hard time about monies owed to them.
They need to put they need to put an awning over that thing.
Oh,
it's just ridiculous. I mean, but Ronbo, it's funny that everybody's talking about the Cowboys and Raiders tonight. I got two quick stories about. So I'm also going to be down in Dallas, going to a crazy toy convention with a couple of friends of mine.
Oh, okay.
And I hope Texas Boy shows up. I hope you're listening. Come to the show, buddy. I'm going to wear my
name tag.
I got a Fuck the Cowboys shirt made that I'm going to wear down there.
That'll attract him. Brian, I don't know. You're going to be in Texas wearing that shirt?
Hell yeah!
You're gonna be with friends,
my
though.
49er hat.
Okay.
Probably I'll be fine. I'll be with a group of people.
Okay, yeah, you're with the group.
But I got one more funny story. So I'm I'm filling my rig up at the truck stop yesterday.
Yeah.
And this guy pulls up in this beautiful big old black truck.
Yeah.
And guess what's all over it, Rombo?
Oh, that big patched-eyed Raider.
Yep. And what's their saying? Excellence of whatever,
the what of excellence. The what of excellence. Yeah, I know. Yeah. They've been saying that for a long time.
So he pulls up, and I get out my Niner shit, and I'm waving my Niner shit at him. And he's just like, laser beaming me like, oh God, here's a stupid 49er fan. So he gets out, and dude, he couldn't be tall. He couldn't be taller than 5'5". He's a short little dude.
You better get back in the truck.
So I go, hey man, what's up? I love the truck, but what's the deal with the Raider Nation all over it? And we got to talking, and he goes, so you think Purdy is your guy? And I go, I don't know. Do you think what's his name from Seattle that you stole from Seattle is your guy?
Sam Darnold?
No, the quarterback. Didn't they get what's his name?
I forgot.
Seattle?
Darnold went to Seattle. Hey, wait, who's the Raider quarterback? Oh, Geno.
Didn't they get
Geno
Smith?
Yeah, they did.
And he just kind of looked at me like, "Oh God, don't say anything about Geno." It's hilarious. And
I don't know why.
Then he shows me around his truck, right? And he lets me look inside. It's beautiful Peterbilt. I don't know if you know about big trucks.
That's
Peterbilt.
one of the most famous, right? Peterbilt. They got that logo right on the grill in front. That's so cool. Yeah.
And I look around inside, and it's got Raider shit all over. And I go, dude, you're never going to get a woman in this thing with Raider crap all over. What are you doing? Just starts
totally insulting.
And then I go, what does a nice rig like this cost? Because, if I get one, I'm going to put 49er shit all over it. And he goes, well, I spent about $500,000 on this truck. I said, dude.
And you ruined it.
You overpaid, and if you trade this thing in, you maybe get half because you ruined it. You're gonna have to get it repainted. You
really worked him.
So, oh man, we were working each other. It was hilarious. Yeah, he's giving me shit about Brock Purdy and the contract.
I don't understand. Okay, well, you know what? This season last year, people are going to have a chance to pick up Brock Purdy. I got a feeling Brock Purdy puts himself in a position next year where we don't have to put up with this anymore. Because every time you talk to somebody, you guys got Brock Purdy as a quarterback, huh? Why is that funny for you?
Yeah, I don't get it. I told him, I go, hey, why don't you look at Brock Purdy's stats compared to Geno Smith's stats?
Please.
And call me when you got something about that. You know?
Give you my phone number.
But man, he couldn't have been a cooler Raider fan, honestly. He's a pretty funny guy. Yeah. I was laughing. He was laughing. But,
every now and then you run into one.
Man.
Brian,
yeah,
I tell you, the adventures, you need to do videos of these things. I love it.
I haven't seen, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen no truck with Rams urination stuff all over it or anything. Why
would anybody ruin a truck with that? Brian, we've had too much fun. We ran the clock. Brian,
all right, Ronbo.
We got some more.
Yeah.
We get back to you on this subject too.
I'll check on you on Father's Day, huh? Happy Father's Day to everybody and to you, sir.
I'm telling you, I can't wait. It's Sunday. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right,
well, have a good night, everybody. See you, Ronbo.
Night, fam. Tony ATL.
Ronbo, good evening. Good evening. How are you, sir?
We've been going back and forth on X. I've been waiting for this phone call for a couple of weeks now. And yes, doing great. This is that time of year when you can feel good because there's nothing to make you feel bad as of yet. It doesn't start until maybe late August when you realize or you see something about your team that you know is going to be a fail. And every year you could see some players on your team that, well, maybe the coaching staff can coach him up. The coaching staff can't coach him up. If anything, they need to find a way to dump him. But Tony, I always give me something. What's going on in downtown Atlanta?
Ronbo, I'm very excited about our defense with these young kids. Those 2 first-round edge rushers. Plus, we got Leonard Floyd, edge rusher. He's going to lead these kids. Plus, we got our 3rd rounder from last year, Braylon Trice, who got hurt in the preseason game. Okay. He's back, so that's another edge rusher. Plus, we got Arnold Ebiketie, another edge. Ronbo, I am excited about our edge rushers. Ruke Aurora, the defensive, the 3-4 defensive end we got from Clemson last year.
How you say his name?
Grady Jarrett took him under his wing. He is now replacing Grady Jarrett, and he's looking really good in camp.
Got to have edge rushers. Edge rushers are number 2. Your quarterback's number 1. Your edge rusher's number 2. Isn't that amazing how that works? They're on the opposite sides of the coin, but one is the antidote for the other. So yeah, you got to have edge rushers. You got 3 that you.
And
just
I found out today. I know you probably heard. There's been a lot of trade talk about us trading Kyle Pitts. I think we're going to keep Kyle Pitts, but I found out today there was a call from Pittsburgh asking what do we want for Kyle Pitts. Oh. That's what I heard.
That would make sense. What would be acceptable for Kyle Pitts?
I'll tell you who I would want. That 6'7" tight end they drafted 2 years ago, Darnell Washington.
Is he still there?
I would want him in a draft pick.
They didn't. He didn't make any debuts last year, did he? Did you see him last year? Because I remember seeing him on the field. And
he played sparingly. They got another good tight end. Fryermuth is their starter, the guy at Penn State. He's been in the league for about 5 years. But Darnell Washington, he recovered from that injury from 2023, his rookie year. Yeah. He played sparingly last year, but that kid has talent at 6'7". I would want him in the trade.
I saw them trying to make a play on him that year too, and it was funny because the defender looked like his son. And I'm not talking about a teenager. I'm talking about a child. And he reached up over the kid, took the ball, and started running. The poor dude who tried to tackle him just got stepped on like a roach. And the dude just kept on going. I said, who is that? I didn't know who he was. I just knew he was huge. Because I don't know if that defender could.
Your boy Aaron Rodgers finally signed, huh? With Pittsburgh. What choice did you have?
I wouldn't wish Aaron Rodgers on anybody. Well, no. I'd wish him on the Raiders or the Rams. Who else? That's about it.
The Cowboys.
Well, you know what? Tony, we need to be delighted with the fact that they can't get rid of Dak Prescott because nobody's going to pay him $60 million. Now, in 2 years, that contract is probably going to be something they're going to – imagine they signed – how many years does Dak sign that for? Probably 4 or 5. So there's going to be that one last year that they have an option, right? They don't need to pay if they don't want to. And they can just cut Dak. But if Dak doesn't poop or get off the pot, and he hasn't got a good coach this year, Tony, what's going to happen to Dallas this year?
Interceptions. Just like 2021.
Wait, they got another good wide receiver, though. What would they pick up?
Pickens from Pittsburgh, George Pickens. He's going to get pissed off.
Yeah,
he's going to get pissed off.
Yeah, well, when you go to Dallas, that's what you got.
Ronbo, but all joking aside, I think y'all better. I think y'all gonna win the division. I know people are down to y'all. Y'all got to watch out for Seattle, Ronbo. They doing something special in Seattle. They really are.
I know, and that defensive line is not to be joked about.
Y'all gonna have to have some good. Well, you got Trent Williams. You got to deal with DeMarcus Lawrence on one end and Leonard Williams on the other.
I got Pooney.
Got to deal with them.
I got 2 guys that I can really rely upon. I don't even know who's going to be a left guard. Right guard, I got Pooney. Left, right tackle, I got McKivitz. Okay. You know, they've been together for a while. Continuity is everything with the offensive line, Tony. This is going to be a great – 49ers going to have an offensive line that can work now. If we're going to get McKivitz to even get his footwork better, he's going to get faster. And Jake Brindle, I don't know what we're going to do with Jake Brindle. Oh, man. Jake's good at the run block, but Jake's not going to protect Brock. That's why Brock was bailing maybe half the time because Jake was a breach every time.
And then Seattle drafted that Nick Amaruri out of South Carolina, a first-round talent. They got him in the second round. He's going to be their starting strong safety. Got to watch out.
Yeah,
that's a good football player.
Yeah, this goes back to years. I've got a scar. I got scar tissue all over the place from the Seattle Seahawks. Man, they handle us so long and so thoroughly that even that they've been off a couple of years, it is still, when I see that uniform, I get this eerie feeling. So this Hawks coming back is not a surprise.
Where you were in a couple of your shows, I told you about Jordan Watkins out of Ole Miss. He's shining in camp, I hear.
Yeah. Brock loves him already.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I saw a little clip of your camp. George Kittle was balling. George Kittle was catching everything.
Oh yeah,
doing this drill,
that's what George
turning
does.
and catching.
Yeah,
he looks like he's in really good shape too.
Yeah, he's on his way to the Hall of Fame. George Kittle and Fred Warner. I got a feeling if there's going to be candidates from this particular era, it's going to be George and Fred for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just excited about our young defense. And then we still got Zach Harrison, the third-year guy out of Ohio State that we took in the third round. He's going to be at one defensive end, and Rook Ororo at the other 3-4 defensive end. Yeah. David Amenyata, who we signed his free agency 2 years ago, he's back. And I love our linebacking core. Then we got the secondary. We're kind of deep in the secondary now, too. So we drafted Xavier Watts in the third round. We traded up 5 spots to get him out of Notre Dame. He was a second-round talent. We got him in the third round. And I think he's going to start. He's going to take over at that starting probably strong safety spot.
Sounds good. You know, because don't you play the Rams again this year?
Yeah, we play the whole NFC West.
Oh, that's right, NFC West year. Yeah.
Yep. I can't wait to play the Rams.
Oh, I can't wait to support that. I mean, especially with the way they talk to you when they come in here.
Yeah, that's Xavier Watts. He's going to take Richie Grant's place. Richie Grant's going to do things for y'all, Ronbo. Remember what I said?
Oh, Richie Grant, right? He's
just got to get coached up so he won't be out of position. But he will get picked.
Is he a safety?
Yes, Richie Grant's a safety.
I know, but you say coach, he's out of position. I mean, that's his position? Or
he's gotten out of position a couple times. I remember one game
he picked up
Baker Mayfield twice in the game, and then the next year he picked him off again. Last year he picked him off once last year.
Yeah, because otherwise the 49ers seem to feel pretty comfortable. Of course, the 49ers do this every year. You'll look at a particular unit and you say, oh, it looks like they could ballster up that group. And you get to John Lynch, no, well, we're pretty comfortable with that group. They've shown a lot of promise and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Got that big grin on his face. And you sit there, John, seriously? Really? I mean, okay. Lynch makes me believe him for some reason when he says things.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's going to draft.
Remember what I said,
going to draft,
Ronbo,
and he did.
That DeMarcus Robinson, the kid that y'all got from the Rams,
man,
he had an excellent season last year. I know he's going to miss 3 games, but when he comes back, he's going to help y'all's receiving core. Ronbo, he's a good football player.
Yeah, he's already demonstrated that already. Hey, Tony, where'd you hear 3 games, though? Because they haven't said it was only going to be 3 games. I hope it's not more than that.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Well,
hopefully not. The other football news, I haven't really heard much. They're still talking about Shadir Sanders here and there. I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
Tony,
whatever.
You know what?
I want to see what Justin Fields does with the Jets. I think he's going to do well there.
I tell you what, Tony, bookmark that though. We got to stop here, but because there's always I think we need a whole hour to just did 4 round the league. It's too much fun talking with you, Tony. Let me see you a Sunday. I keep getting these days tangled up. Father's Day Sunday.
See you Sunday, Ronbo. It's been a good chat. None of them Ram dweebs in here tonight. Other than marketing slow, but Ronbo, y'all got to watch out Seattle. For Seattle, y'all gonna have to deal with them. I'm being honest.
I never take them for granted. Oh, and them and the Cardinals. Oh,
yes, sir.
All right, Tony.
I'll talk to you Sunday, sir.
All right, looking forward to it. ID.
Take care.
You too. Okay. All right, so we're gonna close shop. Mr. Block, guys, want to see Jordan James, our running back, as good as it is. See, it's going to be funny how Jordan James, Isaac, don't we have another one? Who are the running backs? Because there seems to be, Corey Kiner. Everybody can't make this team. How many running backs do you think we're going to keep, fam? Because I heard Corey Kiner is a legitimate keep. I already know. We already know about Jordan James, and of course, there's no doubt about the big guy we got from from Green Bay last year. He's still around, And of course, Isaac Rindo, I already mentioned him. Isaac Rindo, the guy from Green Bay, this kid Jordan James, and of course the incompetent, the omnipotent one. The omnipotent one, CMC. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'd keep all of them. It's like I'm always crying every year at the same time. We ain't got no more running backs. I knew this was going to happen. I said way back in June, you watch. By the time the season ends in 14 weeks, we ain't got a quarterback. We're calling people up off the sofa to come in and play running back, and they don't know a damn thing about the offense. You know, I get tired of doing that every goddamn year. Can we please, remember Isaac went down with that ankle that last week before the season ended, and he brought in a guy, I keep thinking, what is that guy's name from Green Bay? Anyway, he's the only running back we got. Week 17. We started the year off with what, 5? Fam, let me stop with the doom and gloom. It's not going to happen. We're going to be fine. We're going to go into week 16 with at least 4 of these guys. One of them's going to be in a practice squad, and the other 3 are going to be ready to roll. Fam, I see you Sunday. Oh, God, yes, it's springtime. Thanks for the contributions, guys. Please, don't forget to subscribe. People are teasing me now because I've been stuck at 29 forever. Fam, they don't know the door's closed. People are leaving as well. But, fam, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like, and I shall see you Father's Day Sunday. Yeah, we're going to do it. Because, nobody takes fathers seriously. I mean, moms are there. Yeah, we'll do it. It'll be evening. Niners! Oh, wow.